Hello friends, my name is Koolio and welcome back to the channel. We are going to be taking a first look impressions video today of the newly released Tera Classic. This is a brand new mobile MMORPG based off of the very popular PC MMO Tera. This game is published by KREW Games and developed by Lantu Games and just launched in South Korea as of last night. And I've been playing it. It's pretty good, but I've got some mixed opinions on certain decisions that they've made for the game. So before we get into this video, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing so that you can stay up to date in the latest in mobile gaming. Alright, let's check out Tera Classic. Okay, so here we are in the character select screen. This is my main character, Koolio. Now this does definitely look a lot like the classic PC Tera online game, which I have played. It's been a while since I've actually played it, but I was pretty excited when I found out that they were coming out with a new Tera game, because I did play Tera Mobile or Tera M, and it really wasn't my thing, and I decided not to. Well, actually I did make a video on that one, but I wasn't overly impressed, but this one I am. So we're actually going to go ahead and make a brand new character. Now this is where my very first decision, or the first decision that they decided to go with, that actually really bums me, and I know it's going to deter a lot of people from playing this game. The game is gender locked, race locked, and class locked. So if you want to play as a human, you're going to be playing as this human warrior dude, and yeah, that's it. If you want to play as the berserker, which I think this is what this class is right here, you have to play as a human male. Let's say you want to play as the I think it's like the blade master or the blade duelist or whatever. I don't know. Forgive me. Like I said, it's been a long time since I've actually played the original one. But if you want to play as a Castanic, you're going to be playing as a male Castanic who wields two dual weapons, two dual blades. Yeah. If you want to play as a female character, you have to play as one of the high elves, a high elf archer. And if you want to play as the lolly, you can play as a lolly, but it's a lolly priest. Or the, I believe it's called the Ellen. Sorry, I said lolly, but this is the Ellen class, or the Ellen race. That's it. Those are the only options. You cannot play as an Amon. You can't play as a Baraka. You cannot play as a Popori, which is what I wanted to make. You can't play as any of those, unfortunately. And you have to play a specific class and a specific gender, which kind of stinks. So we're going to go ahead and actually customize a high elf female ranger. We're going to go ahead and skip the animation. Now, there's not a whole lot of character customization behind this game. There's a couple of different facial presets that you can pick from, some different skin tones if you want, and then a couple of different hair options with some color options to go with it. So, let's see. If I were to go with it, I'd probably pick this one, blue hair, probably that face, and that's it. That's the character customization. But I will say, one thing in favor for this game is it does look amazing and it runs really good. I've been playing it all morning and I have not come across a single hiccup in frame rate issues or anything. Well, every once in a while there may be like a weird little loading glitch, but I've never had a problem where the frame rate will actually slow down for me, or like weird pop-in effects or anything like that. The game's been running absolutely fantastic for me. So this is the grand open for Tera Classic. So currently right now I'm kind of like running through a dungeon area. But I will have to say, like, the user interface is decent. It's not super amazing, but like it does look good. The game does have a heavy emphasis though on auto combat and auto gameplay, and that's just what we're gonna have to deal with, you guys, for these mobile games. Like, auto combat, auto gameplay, that is the staple now, which does kind of stink because there are games that don't have auto combat, auto gameplay, and they're fantastic. And I was kind of hoping this was going to be one of them, because Tera has really good combat, and it does show it. Like at the very beginning, you get to test out the combat, and it's pretty fantastic. Now, I will say though, there are going to be some higher level dungeons where you will have to play manually. It's expected of a lot of these mobile games where you're going to have to go in and manually control them for some of the high level content. But I will say most of your gameplay, probably about 90-95% of the time, you will be playing this game on auto. But though it hasn't really bugged me too much, and I think it's because like the game's running so good and the game looks absolutely fantastic that I don't mind watching the gameplay rather than playing. But I would have preferred auto movement and then manual combat with the option to turn on auto combat for grinding if I wanted to. There is some voice acting in the game as well, some decent cutscenes and the like that. I've run through a couple of dungeons so far that have been okay. They haven't been overly compelling. One thing I do have to say, that another thing that's been bugging me about this game is that when it comes to the customization of your characters, my character has pretty much looked the exact same for the last, I think, like 10 or 15 levels. I'm a level 15 right now, and I don't think I've gotten a piece of armor that has changed the look of my character. What's going on right here? It looks like we have to activate something. But I will say, it kind of bugs me. Because I was hoping that, like, I would gain armor and equipment that would change the look of my character. The weapon does change, but it's not, like, the weapons aren't that significant of a look anyway. And I haven't come across anything yet that, like, blatantly shows me how to get, like, new looking armor or cosmetics that you can collect for free. There is a cash shop, but like the original Tera game on the PC, the immersion is destroyed with the cash shop because there's like some really weird costumes. There's like a bikini outfit, a Speedo outfit for the men. There's like a cloud one that like hangs over your head. It's, I don't know, like some of them I think like if you want more silly cosmetics, go ahead, you're probably gonna love it. For me personally, I want something that makes my character look super dope, and they don't have those in right now, but maybe down the line they'll add a couple of those in the future. Maybe there's some higher level dungeons where you can collect some really cool looking gear. I just haven't seen my character's appearance change since I started playing the game. This is the basic tutorial. Let's see, it's teaching me about, I don't know, I guess we're gonna find out. Ooh, so shiny. And looks like this is some kind of gacha system. And I got a treasure chest. Okay, so that's a gacha system. What happens if I open it? We get some enhancement stones for our equipment. Now you do get a mount pretty early on, which is really great. I like that. I like the fact that they give you a mount, and it does look pretty good. And I will say, like, this game looks fantastic. I've got it on max settings, and I have not had any hiccups or issues or problems. It is very well optimized, unlike the PC game that is not very well optimized. But I think one of the reasons why this game runs pretty good is you're going to find yourself in instanced areas quite a lot. I have seen other players running around, but I find myself in instanced areas and instant story modes a lot in this game. And I think they do that to kind of decrease the load of how many players are currently on the screen at one time. But it's running really good, so there's no problem with that. We're actually going to go ahead. I'm not going to continue this path right here. We are going to jump in and do a dungeon. If I can remember how to get to the dungeon area, I think it's right here. So let's see what we got over here. We've got, let's try it out. I have no idea what this is, but I guess we're going to figure it out. Let's do it. Maybe this is a PvP. It totally looks like this is PvP, so wish me luck. I've got 1,000 more points higher than this guy. Let's do this. At least I got to show you guys a little bit of some PvP, which is great. Oh, okay. Wow, that guy just stunned me. Did I just stun him, though? Oh, this guy's dead. I'm gonna waste this guy. Oh, dude, you just got wrecked. And I'm pretty sure, though, I'm playing against just like a copy of a person's character. I'm pretty sure that was not live PvP. Maybe there is live PvP in this game. I wouldn't doubt it because in the original Tera game on PC, they have some really awesome PvP game modes, which I think they could totally add to this game. And talking about adding additions to this game, they will probably add the Amon, the Baraka, the Papori, all those classes and races later on. I just think they really wasted their potential with this game because they could have done like one of the things that really, like when Tera first came out, one of the things that like made it like absolutely stand out above everything else was the options for the classes. Like every race could play every class. Every race had male, female, except I think I don't think the Ellen had a male version. I can't remember, and I don't think the Baraka had a female version, if I remember right. So this is a dungeon. This is the very first dungeon that you jump into in the game. I'm just gonna kind of let it auto play through it so you guys can see what one of the dungeons kind of looks like. You do get rated on how well you do the dungeon, and which can affect your overall prizes at the end of it. You notice that when I first jumped into it, it had me pay 50 rubies or 50 red diamonds in order to like get into the dungeon. That's only because I've actually played this dungeon 3 times today, and there's a limit of 3 times per dungeon. So just to let you guys know, that's not because like you have to pay every single time you go in. It's just because I've played this dungeon multiple times a day to get new and better equipment for my character to see if my character's appearance would change. But I haven't gotten anything like significantly awesome. So perhaps we'll get something really cool at the end of this one. So I'm actually, let's go ahead and just turn off auto combat. We're gonna manually play, which I suck obviously, and see if we can't get an S rank, maybe even higher. Another thing that has kind of bugged me in this game, just to let you guys know, is they have multiple different camera styles. The one I'm on right now is 3D Plus, which swings the camera around really fast to whatever target that you're currently looking at. But I have found instances where like it just goes absolutely berserk and goes so crazy that it's really annoying. So just a heads up that the main camera can be a little fidgety when it comes to playing. There is a basic 3D mode where you can manually control it. Oh, we gotta go activate this pillar over here. And a 2.5D where it's like really high above. The problem with the 2.5D and the 3D is like you do have to kind of manually control it, but at the same time, sometimes it will kind of take over. So it's a little weird. So we're about to take on the final boss of this dungeon. It's a very quick dungeon. It's the very first dungeon, so obviously it's going to be very quick to take down. Here is our very first boss, but I figured, you know, one of the biggest things about this game is the giant boss battles against the BAMs and the dungeon bosses, world bosses, all that stuff. So I might as well show you guys a boss battle. This one's not going to be super hard. I've already taken this guy down multiple times, and I'll be able to waste him fairly easily. There are some pretty cool combo moves that will pop up. You'll notice that my skill icons do change as I use them one after the other. Only certain skills have it, and I destroy that guy. He's going to try to kill my friend. My friend's gonna bust through it and stab him in the chest, and then he's gonna grab him and be like, "You come with me, boy," and then he disappears, and they're gone forever. Boom, just like that. And then we just got a new piece of gear, and I increased my power by 12, and we just finished the dungeon. And that's the first dungeon that you play in the game. And so, guys, that is Tera Classic. This is a game I'll probably be playing casually. Maybe for like the rest of the day, maybe throughout the week. I don't know if I'm going to stick a whole lot of time into this game. I might check it out every once in a while for updates and things like that, depending on how good it does. Guys, if you enjoy this video, again, please hit that like button. It helps out so much. Let me know your thoughts below on Tera Classic if you guys want to play it. I'll have a link for the download as well. Well, guys, thanks so much for being here. My name's Koolio, and I'll see you next time.